Welcome back to Briggs on Books, international talk show. Now, we've been talking to people from all over the world about their books and their writing, and the show just continues to grow. Our YouTube channel has passed 1 million views, so we're very happy about that. Our next guest has been on before, and just a fascinating guy with fascinating books and titles. Welcome, James Bass.
Good morning. Thank you.
Where are you right now, James?
I am at home. I'm in
Okay.
Fresno, California.
Oh, you're here in Fresno. Okay, good, good.
Yes.
I like Fresno stories and Fresno people who do well. We're going to talk in a minute about this book, The Blueprint. What's the full title?
The blueprint, let's see, The Young Man's Guide to Becoming an Excellent Husband.
Yeah, I love the title, and I got a feeling I'm going to love the subject and what you talk about. I want to just go over your first two books again. The first one is In Love with My Five Wives. Were you married
Correct.
five times, or your wife had five personalities?
Five personalities. Married one time.
Yeah.
One time. That book is details my wife's struggle with mental illness.
Mhm.
Therefore, the five wives.
Yeah, and as I recall, I think people could really take a lot from the book. People who are having struggles, and mental illness is a real thing. And I always say, you can't throw away sick people, or people just because they're
Correct.
sick. So that's fascinating. Now, the next book is the one that really caught my eye when you were first on the show: Fried Chicken and Chorizo. What's that about?
Correct. That's the dedication, a book I wrote dedicated to my grandmother, my abuelita. She came from Guadalajara, Mexico, and just showered me with all the love and affection that I didn't get, that I speak about in Love with My Five Wives.
Okay.
So yes, that's kind of like a follow-up, tells the backstory to In Love with My Five Wives.
Now, these are all out on Amazon.
Yes.
Very good. Now let's get to the new book. Tell us about this, James. I got it up on the
So,
screen for our viewers to see.
okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, the blueprint, the premise behind that was, if I could have went back in time and gave myself some sort of an instruction manual or some sort of a guideline that would have helped me navigate everything that I went through with my wives with my wife in love with my
Hmm.
five wives, then the blueprint would have been the book that I went back in time and gave myself to give me a foundational avenue and a roadmap to navigate the things that we went through.
Now, who's this book for?
Uh,
Who should read
young,
it? Let's put it that
you
way.
know, I wrote it primarily with young men in mind,
Uh,
but I'm finding that it's helping a lot of men my age and older
mhm.
realize things and come to grips with things that they didn't realize.
Yeah. Now, this book, it would be good if you know young men getting married. Maybe this would be a good wedding gift for them, something to kind of get a start and shape your beginnings. Would you
Correct.
would you say that people? I mean, you get married. The wife you marry today is a different wife in 5 years and 10 years. Not just the wife, but the husband. We all grow and we all change and become other people.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I pinpoint that in the book, and one of the chapters is titled "Home is where my wife is."
Right?
Not realizing that we do change,
Yeah.
and growth is inevitable, and good changes and bad changes. You still have to love the person that you're with,
Yeah.
not the behavior, but the person.
Right. So maybe this roadmap, blueprint, might help people see that in advance. I mean, we're not psychologists. Most of us, when we get married, we don't have a bunch of experience with marriage. It's all new to us.
Correct, correct, absolutely, absolutely, and everything that I've learned over the course of in November, my wife and I will be together 31 years. So everything I've learned in the course of them 31 years, I put into the blueprint.
Now, give us a couple more little examples of things that we might read in the blueprint.
Sure. So yeah, a lot of us don't realize when we meet our significant other, our spouse, that they may come with some emotional baggage or some emotional issues, as
Mhm.
most people do. So I give certain chapters, examples on how to love and care for your wife if she's ever suffered from depression,
Yeah.
or if she's ever suffered from some sort of a abusive background, whether
Hmm.
it be a previous relationship or a childhood. And then for older men, I have a chapter explaining how to love and support your wife through menopause, because a lot of men don't really understand
Yeah.
what menopause is.
In my day, it was something that was never talked about, even never even talked about. So nowadays they are talking about stuff more, and I think that's healthy. That's why I think a book like this could be very healthy for a lot of relationships.
I think so.
I'm going to do, I always say this on the show. You guys don't buy this one book, buy 5 copies of it and give them away. What a great gift for young married people or people who've been married a while, even, because you're going to come across things. And some men think they could talk their wives out of this or talk their wives out of depression or talk their wives out of a behavior, but it's not always something that you can do.
Correct, absolutely. And on that point, I also have a chapter discussing the importance of therapy in case you find yourself in a situation where it can't be talked out amongst the two of you. Then, of course, therapy is always beneficial.
Yeah, some of the problems you're going to hit in a marriage, you're going to hit them once. So it's going to be your first time facing that issue. But a therapist has talked to hundreds or even thousands of people and helped them through the exact same issue. So you don't have to be the first, and you don't have to be the one to invent the solution, because there are ways to work through things.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in going through therapy, you'll find out that you're not alone. Sometimes you feel like you're the only one, and it's why me and this, that, and the other.
Why
But
me?
you'll find out that you're not alone. It's very common.
Yeah. Now, how long has this book been out, James?
I believe it was published in February.
February?
February of this. Yeah,
A couple months. And how's it being received?
very well.
Yeah, we hope
Very
that
well.
we hope that people will watch this and will women want to read this book, or is it more for men?
Both. Again, it's surprising. I wrote it with the aspect of the young men in mind, but I'm finding that older men and women are finding it very helpful.
Very good. And so, what's up, James? You're becoming prolific as a writer.
I'm trying to. I got a lot to say.
Got a lot to say. Yeah.
So
Are you writing now?
I am. I am. I just finished my 4th book,
Okay.
and I started on my 5th. And also, my wife has a children's book that'll be out soon. That's currently being illustrated as we speak.
Well, we want her on the show too.
Absolutely.
Now, I think I said this to you the last time you're on. I said congratulations for finishing a book. So many people. I always say anybody can write a book, but few people can finish writing it because there's a lot of steps once you finish writing it, getting it published, getting it marketed, getting it on Amazon and things like that. So. It seems like a lot of work. Is it more work to write the book, or is it the work after that's more work?
For me, writing is easy because the stories are already there. There are things, every book is based on an experience and things that I've lived through. So for me, writing is the easier part of it. And then there goes into the other aspects, the marketing and the getting them published and up on Amazon. That's more tedious.
I ask all writers, or I like to ask writers their process. It sounds like you write in your head.
I do. I sit old-fashioned style. I sit on the chair with the laptop and just whatever I've been through, I just put it out on the paper.
Put it down. So it's already written, really. You just got to get the
Pretty
words
much.
out there.
Pretty much, yes.
Very good. James, we're running up against a time crunch here. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
No, I just thank you, and I appreciate all the support and everything. It means a lot.
Yeah, and I'll say this again, you guys. Of course, order the book, but while you're there at Amazon or wherever you're getting the book, it's a lot of places. Order a few of them and give them away. I love to give books away. I'm always being invited to house parties and stuff like that. And you want to take a gift to the host? Well, this will be a good gift for a lot of people. Is it The Blueprint? I can't quite see the cover from where I'm sitting.
Yes, The Blueprint.
The
Yes.
Blueprint. And what's the rest of the title that's written underneath there?
The Young Man's Guide to Becoming an Excellent Husband.
All right. Thank you. James Bass is our guest, and he's got 3 books, so check them out, and we will be back with more.